Please, if you keep it quiet, it will be much easier for everybody. And if you move to the side of on both sides of the room, it could be much better for the press and also for the team members and managers to get all the necessary information. So it seems we are ready, and we'll see if you pay more attention than the attention that you have displayed to my colleagues of the FIM, because it seems that we are more interested in the gate picking than in the information provided by Ingo Porch. Thank you very much. Well, let us start.
So, welcome to our live ballot, everybody, and with me, Paul Malin, and Jason Thomas. We're just in the thick of the crowd here. Spain have just been crawled on gate 17. And Jason Thomas, gate 17 for Spain. That's not a bad pick, is it?
Yeah, I think it's safe. You know, they have some of the best starters in the series. I think Jorge Prado would be totally fine with 17. He could probably hole shot from 30th, so not so bad.
Okay, well, we'll just keep an eye on what's going on here. Hopefully you can hear everything that's going on. More updates. All right, here's the Netherlands. This is going to be a big one here. I've got Barry Forslin, the team manager, stood right next to me. 24 gate pick. You can go do your track walk now. What do you think to that?
Yeah, no, we will take a look at the track, and hopefully we can still have a good start with this gate pick. So,
but it's quite a fair start.
Yeah, it is. So I heard that it is no problem. So,
all right, all the best. 24 for the Netherlands, former winners.
Yeah, it's a little bit tougher. So Brazil goes 2 there, but Netherlands for 24. You know, the biggest thing is you just don't want to be on the very, very outside. It's manageable, but you'd much rather be inside that top 15.
So the Czech Republic are up next, and I'm just with our FIM medical doctor, who just happens to be from that part of the world. He's all ears. 33, not a good pick for Julius Mikela and his teammates. But that's right on the outside, so they're going to be hoping for some lesser teams on the inside of them, so they back off and they maybe carry a bit more commitment around the outside.
Yeah, there will be some lesser teams that will end up in the B final. The biggest thing is you've got to get off the gate quickly and then start moving over if you're in one of those outside gates.
So obviously we've got a very packed media centre here, as always. The anticipation on this particular part, which is the ballot, because just to explain, Jason Thomas, the FIM balls in one box on the right, and the countries are in one of those sets of balls, and the numbers, the gate positions, in the other. So they pull out the country, so let's say Spain, they got gate picked, so the ball that came out was at number 17. So that's how the grid positions are determined for this. So it's crucial in determining the outcome of the gate picks for the qualifying races, because the teams have to start in that position in all 3 of those qualifying races.
Yeah, it's one of those things where you develop momentum, which direction, right? You can make your weekend much tougher starting right now, or it can get a lot easier. If you get a low gate pick, it just seems like things come easier throughout the weekend. You qualify well, sets you up good for tomorrow's gate pick, and then just the whole weekend has a different feel to it.
I think that was Australia just called out. $13, maybe try and grab a quick word with the burner.
So with Michael Byrne, obviously we're doing the gate pick, the draw here. Tell us your thoughts with the gate. You know, the starts are so critical for Saturday and developing that momentum. A little bit of relief there being inside the top 15.
Yeah, and I honestly wasn't as stressed after looking at the start here. I've seen a lot of races from here and studied a lot of footage, and a lot of starts come from inside, middle, and outside, so it seems like a pretty fair start. So I wasn't as stressed as normally, but it is nice to be in that top 15 for a gate pick, that's for sure.
Thanks, Michael Byrne. A lot of attention on the team this weekend. Arguably the biggest rider in the world right now, Jet Lawrence. Can you tell us a little bit about Hunter Lawrence's status? I think that's the biggest question coming in.
Yeah, Hunter's good. He just took the whole week off last week, and he rode a little bit at the start of this week, so all was good there. He just kind of got a bit banged up, so had a little swelling in his back that was causing that issue, so that swelling's gone now, so he was fine this week. Obviously unfortunate for that last race, but I think for this event we should be good, and it's kind of unique for us this year. All 3 guys on the team are all champions, so which I don't think has ever happened before for us, so it's exciting.
Cool, good luck this weekend. The picks roll on. We go to Switzerland next.
Thanks, Jason. While you were down there grabbing a word with Michael Byrne, France obviously got drawn mid-20s, 26, something like that. Not a good gate drop for them, but it's not impossible.
Yeah, they obviously have a really strong team, resilient, so I think it's just coming out inside the top 10. You just don't want a disaster on Saturday. Set yourself up nicely for Sunday and let chips fall where they may.
Well, while we're waiting for the next team to come out, Germany just got gate 10, so that's Kenny and his teammates. Paco Rico, team manager from Spain, gate number 17. Are you happy with that?
No bad. When I see the Ballot with France is 26 and Australia is, I think, Australia is 30. It's no bad. It's no bad position, but I possible good start and good moto.
All right, have a good run. Anyway, here's Canada. Going to sneak around here, grab a quick word with Courtney Lloyd when we get this one. Oh, 37. You know what? Her face says it all. I was going to go down there, but maybe now's not a good time.
Yeah, that's the look of a woman scorned there. It's going to be a tough sledding, but they have some good starters on their team. They've gotten good starts all summer this year, so all is not lost.
Team Island, here's the perennial B finalists. They could do with a good gate pick. Antonio just kind of having his little wiggle there, and gate 3. No wonder the Irish are cheering. They're over the other side of the room. Maybe I'll grab a quick word with them in a moment, but not a bad gate pick for Ireland.
Nah, 4-leaf clovers, look at the Irish. Everything you'd want there. It just makes your weekend so much easier to have control of your gate pick going in.
Team Belgium is up next. Before we go, try and grab a word with Mark Mooney. But good, strong team, the Belgians, with 3 young kids, the future of Belgian motocross, with Jago Kitz, Lucas Koenen, and Liam Everts. 12, not a bad gate pick for one of the favorites.
Yeah, that helps, right? They a rider like Liam Everts, no experience really on the 450. He's going to need something decent like that to get the weekend started.
There was a lot of talk about him maybe riding a 350 or a 450, but he's definitely gone for the 450.
Yeah, that's. I think it's always interesting when the rider moves up like that, but I think he could look at a rider like Yago last year and the success he had at Redbud for some confidence.
All right, I'm just going to go try and work my way through the crowd, find out where Team Island are. Right, let's go grab a word with Team New Zealand. So Shane King, Team New Zealand, team manager. Good gate pick, gate 16.
Yeah, finally we got a good gate pick. That's great. Better than 30. Yeah, we're happy.
How important, for those who don't know, how important is this ballot session and in terms of the gate picks for the riders? Because obviously each class gets to ride their own qualifying race, MXGP race, MX2 race, and Oakland race. And from that side, you guys will be going to the line in 16th.
It's actually really important. It's good for the team morale. Good for to be in that top sort of spot to be able to choose your gate around the top fast guys. And he has a great start. You can probably hold shot from anywhere here on the start, but yeah, super important for us. And great that we're starting off 16th.
Obviously, you've ridden this thing. You've been on the podium with New Zealand. You've got the experience of Cody Cooper as well, and Hamish Harwood. They've both ridden it before, but you've got a rookie with James Scott. How does he deal with this event? What kind of advice do you give someone like that?
Just go out there and ride like you normally do. We're fortunate we've got experience with Cody and Hamish, and James, rode Madeley the other week in the GP, so maybe blew some cobwebs out and got a lot of the excitement over with, and then this weekend's important. So just come as a team, come as a strong team. We've got All Blacks in France. We're here at the Nations in France, so let's hope we can do as good as the All Blacks do. Yeah, I should have probably said that, but no, excited to be here.
Cool. Enjoy the weekend. And I've got Kusti Manninen down here as well, Team Finland. Just to remind us again, you were the first guys out of the hat. What was the number?
11, so I'm really happy for it, especially compared like for Mantova we had the dead last pick on the gate, and that made really difficult, so this should be really good for us, although we have Germany and Belgium around, so pretty fast starters, and Australia on number 13, so they are pretty fast guys around us, so and they're good starters, so we'll see, but I'm really happy.
Cool, enjoy your weekend. I think Jason Thomas, United States of America. Here we go. Slovenia just got gate 18, I believe, so that's good for Tim Geiser.
Yeah, it helps. Obviously, he's going to be one of the contenders, but for the rest of his team to get into the A final, it's important.
Defending champions, Team USA, single digit.
Yeah, that's a big deal. These guys need to get positive momentum, start the weekend off right, and that's gonna help.
Arriving here with the 1-2-3 on their bikes for the first time since 2012 as a defending champions. Of course, that was in Lommel. This is a big deal, this one, this time around, isn't it?
Yeah, but I don't think this team feels a lot of pressure, right? It's last year getting the win. This year they had so much difficulty putting a team together. I think just a positive result will be, and they don't feel a decade of not winning, right? We got that victory last year. So I think this team comes in with very low pressure and out to prove something, to be honest.
Just looking at the board now, because we've got a clear view of it, still no Team GB up there. There's one single digit left, gate 7. Then we're looking 20, 21, 25, 28, 32, 34, and 36 gate picks for the 16-time winners, second in the all-time win list behind the US with 23. Nervous times for Mark Chamberlain and the team manager down there.
Yeah, they're tempting fate here. Yeah, you're hoping that you can get that 7th position. Otherwise, on the outside looking in.
Team Italy, another team that aren't on the board yet, and this is going to be next. Champions from 2021. Again, we kind of emphasize how important this draw is. Yes, you may get lucky and have some teams around you that maybe aren't as strong as your nation, therefore not as good starting, but it's 25 for Italy. Andrea Adamo, Albi Ferrato, and of course the newcomer, Andrea Bonacorsi, the 250 European champion. Big weekend for them, yes or no?
I think so, but I look at their team similarly to the USA, where they don't have the Cairoli, they don't have the pressure that they've had in the past, and they can come in and ride a little bit more loosely. But I think another important point of this is all 3 riders will be subject to this gate position. So if you have a 25th, like Italy,
GB,
that's going to be a little rough. And to my point, now all 3 riders are going to be 36th in their individual races on Saturday.
And I was just talking to Shane King about that. For those who don't know, and Shane King, the team manager for New Zealand, of course, we've got 3 categories: an MXGP rider on a 450, an MX2 rider on 250, and then open can ride anything sort of 250, 350 up to 450. They get their own free practice per class, and they get their qualifying per class. They don't come together until the race is on Sunday. And as you said, GB now pulling out number 36. They get the 36th gate choice, which means into that long straight into a right-hander, they're more than definitely going to be all the way over on the left-hand side. No getting out of that.
Yeah, the biggest thing is you have to nail the launch from the gate, right? If that's your only chance to move over on the lesser riders or lesser teams. Now, you're going to have talented guys on the outside. It's just the first 5 meters of the start are going to be so critically important if you're on that outside.
Is there anybody on the board that you don't see that should be up there? Puerto Rico, so there's a couple of Americans in there, Jack Chambers being one of them.
Yeah, I think for them, this is just a great experience, right? They don't have any pressure, but this could be a big deal as far as making that a final.
They get the 7. They get the 7. Let's go back here and have a quick word. Guys, number 7, how important is that?
Very important for winning the race.
7th gate picker. 7th gate pick.
7th gate.
Cool. Enjoy.
Thank you.
It's amazing this this ballot session, because you always get the. I think this is the final one, maybe 2 more. Ah. So 28 gate pick for Poland. So 21, and this is going to be Ukraine. So middle of the gate. That's not going to be too bad for them.
Yeah, it's okay. I mean, you know, they're a team that's going to be just battling to make the race. This certainly gives them a 50% chance, right? It's not so bad.
And obviously, from that point of view, I mean, our camera will spin around in a moment and try and pick up all of the boards. There you go. That concludes the ballot. And yeah, Jason Thomas and I, we will be with you guys at 4:30. Actually, I'll be back with you at 2 o'clock, 2 till 3:30 for the team's press conference. But 4:30, we've got the Riders Parade. We'll be in our studio area. Lisa Leyland will be down on the track. And from that side, all these will be coming to you on MXGP TV. But quick family photo down there. And as you can see, the usual chaos ensues. But just give a quick word to camera here. And yeah, hope you enjoyed our ballot here with me and with Jason Thomas. As I said a moment ago, we will be back at 12 o'clock with the Riders Press Conference, Teams Press Conference, just to grab a quick word with the teams. There's 3 groups of riders, 4 teams per group. And then 4:30, we're back with the Riders Parade. I sense outside the fans are starting to turn up, and it's starting to build a bit of an atmosphere out there.
Yeah, the slow ramp towards Sunday's pandemonium. But how about those Moroccans? That's 2 years in a row drawing 1. You just can't beat them in this ballot. So, no, but in all seriousness, I think it's a big first step for a lot of teams. Some are going to be a little challenged, as Great Britain will be. But speaking as myself, an American, it's a really positive start to a weekend where they're going to be facing some challenges. They don't have a lot of experience, especially in Europe or this event at all. And yeah, so good start for them.
All right, well, look, that concludes our ballot here. We'll see you in a couple hours, hour and a half, for the Riders and Teams presentation. We'll see you then.